EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the rugged Pacific coast of Oregon, it's opening round coverage of the Pacific Championship. This promises to be a fun 4 days, a lot of storylines to get to as we check out the early leaderboard. The leader right now is Adam Long. He's off to a 4-under start. The first hole here at Bandon Dunes, just 398 yards to get the day started. It's a bit of a dogleg right, so an aggressive tee shot might have to carry a building a la the 17th at St. Andrews. From the fairway, it should be a simple look in, but beware the series of pothole bunkers along the way, including one just left of the green. Always nice to get that first one out of the way, and that's going to be a good one to get this tournament started. Second shot, good look at the green.
And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
Gonna have to take pretty much a full swing at this one with the putter because this one is into the hill and the hole is cut back. Well done. That is in for a par here at the first, and he'll stay at even par. On now to the second here at Bandon Dunes, a long par 3 coming in at 220 yards, and it is every bit of those 220 as well, as it can play up to 30 feet uphill depending on the tee box. Fortunately, shots that run long do have a tendency to funnel back down. Okay, safely aboard. 12 feet still to go. Goodness, that is too bad. That would have been a good birdie, but not to be. That finished off for par here with the second, and he'll stay at level par. We head to the third now, our first par 5 at 563 yards. Bunkers appear to be scattered on either side of the fairway, so accuracy is a must. This green is definitely reachable in two, but it does run nearly 50 yards from front to back, so if your approach isn't on target, you could be left with a putt of better than 100 feet. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway.
Bree, that's a tough breeze to allow from, coming from the right. Did an excellent job of adjusting for that breeze, and tee shot finishes up in the fairway.
Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5. That one had to feel good.
Yeah, it struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Four feet now for birdie. Okay, nicely done. That's in for birdie here at 3. Next up, we reach the par 4 fourth, measuring out at 443 yards. The bunker left of the fairway complicates things a bit, and it is easy to run a tee shot right through the fairway. But if you do wind up in the short grass, the approach shot is one of the most panoramic in golf.
As that ball bounces into the rough, first fairway missed today.
Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
136 is the number, and the ball sitting very nicely in the rough.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
Got to at least try to cozy it in that 3-foot circle. This for birdie. Right, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll remain at 1 under par. On now to the number 1 handicap hole on the course. That is the 445-yard par 4 fifth. This one plays right along the bluffs of the Pacific. Keeping it straight here is the big key because trouble lurks on either side if your tee shot or your approach are wayward. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway. Not sure what happened there. Wrong club selection, poor execution. Regardless, a lot of meat still on that bone.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
Yes, a perfect read there. That is in to save par. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. We continue our turn northward along the bluffs as we come to the par 3 6th. It's another stout one at 217 yards. Most golfers will be happy to play toward the right center part of this large green and stay away from the trouble, including the cliff on the left. Okay, not taking any chances there. A good, safe play in the middle portion of the green. A look here at birdie.
And this really is an ideal spot to take a run at this. I don't see much of anything that's going to influence the golf ball.
Oh, yes, indeed. The line there, perfect. It is in for a birdie. We make our turn away from the ocean now and head to the par 4 7. At 411 yards, it offers a nice wide fairway to sort of bomb away into. That will likely leave an uphill approach for the second, to a green that is one of the more difficult on the course. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. From well down the fairway, this a bit of a tricky distance for his second. Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. 13 feet away. Got it there, but not quite on target. A little tentative there, and that'll come up short. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7, and he'll stay at 2 under. The 8th hole is a par 4 at 385 yards. This one, similar in a lot of ways to the 3rd hole, the bigger hitters can easily clear those 2 fairway bunkers and, in theory, leave just a little pitch on for their second. And that one not going to stop in time. It'll roll all the way into the bunker. Now, going to have to try and get this out and let it run. All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. Oh, how about it? A beauty there. It is in for a birdie. And he's got it to 3 under now, just 2 back. On now to the finishing hole here on Bandon Dunes' front side, the par 5 9th. It's the longest on the course, measuring out at 585 yards. You'll find a handful of pot bunkers in the inopportune spots along the way. But if you can navigate your way around them, you just might wind up with a birdie putt. I'll tell you what, that swing, absolutely perfect, and a good result as well. Just a bit too much on the second shot on this par 5 putt. Shouldn't have too much trouble getting it up and down for the birdie. Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And that's going to be a 3 under 33 on this front side. The backside begins here with the par 4 10th hole at 380 yards. The big hitters will feel like they can get it down there pretty close. An approach from the right side might be a bit shorter, but you'll get a better angle if you come at it from the left. That was close to being good, but it'll hop off the fairway and into the heavy stuff. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. We turn to Notabegay III for this look at birdie.
Well, he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Yes, plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he's going to move to 4 under par, just one shot off the top spot. On to the 11th now, a par 4 at 452 yards. Best to keep it down the middle or to the right off the tee. That leads to an uphill second where you'll most likely have to take it right over that bunker that guards the front right portion of the green. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind. That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll remain at 4 under. On to the par 3 12th hole. This is the number 18 handicap hole, so maybe that gives you a little reason for optimism. But par is not a bad score here, as this measures out at 238 yards, the longest of the 4 par 3s. And I think that may have surprised him. That carried much further than he anticipated. Still work to do to get this on the green. This is second. Might have overread it just a bit, and it stayed out wide left of the hole. Yeah, that's well done, though it is for bogey here at the par 3. He's going to slide backwards to 3 under par. The rolling hills of Oregon provide the backdrop to this par 5 13th hole. At 553 yards, it is reachable in 2. Big dunes in the fairway could make the stance awkward for that second shot. But a big green that measures better than 50 yards head to toe does yield a good number of eagle putts. This one starting a little bit left. That's right in the pocket. Now, watch this gravity take over here. That's going to come on down the slope. Wow, really well done. Now a big spot here for something good. This is a short second to the par 5. Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. From 17 feet, this for eagle. yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an Eagle 3. Superb. On a course with so many great vistas, this is visually a tough hole, this par 4 14. Look out in the fairway and you'll see pot bunkers to contend with in your landing area. If you can stay left of the danger, you will have a better look into an elongated green.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though. And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss-hit the middle of the club by 1/4 of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%.
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll stay at 5 under. On now to the final par 3 on the course, the 15th, listed at 206 yards. Don't be lulled to sleep by the sound of crashing waves and seagulls. This hole can bite you, especially if you don't avoid that front right bunker, the deepest on the course. Okay, solid shot, and that'll give him a chance at birdie here at the 15th. Now this for another birdie. need much more, but it does come up just about a foot short. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th, and he'll stay right where he is. Maybe the prettiest hole on the golf course, this par 4 16. A plethora of options off the tee. Most end up deciding to see just how close to the green they can get it. Beware, though, of the ever-present Bandon Dunes pot bunkers, as well as some pretty thick gorse off to the right.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
So he may need to choke up on this one as he gets set for his second.
I imagine a missed club because that ball sailed past the flag. Really just fortunate to stay on the back of the green.
Lot of green to travel here, but this is for birdie. This one's tracking on a very good line. Look out. Oh, in style. What a putt there at 16. It is down for a birdie. A lot of these holes here at Bandon Dunes have big, wide landing areas. That is not the case here at the par 4 17. You'll need to thread the needle here with bunkers on either side, thick rough on the left, and a canyon to the right. But a safe drive in the fairway can yield a pretty good look at your second. A little too much roll on the back end there, and this is going to wind up diving into the heavy stuff. So even from the thick stuff, a chance still to possibly reach this green in regulation. You could see that grass just kind of grab the club face, and it's going to wind up just okay. Chance now for another birdie.
Yeah, and over a putt like this, you've really got to trust the fact you've banked the practice, you trust the process, and certainly trust the line.
Now, that was low from the start. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And he'll remain at 6 under par. On to the home hole to wrap up the round here at Bandon Dunes. And after battling to get here, isn't it nice to have a birdie hole to take you to the clubhouse? That's what we have with this 558-yard par 5. Simply avoid the bunkers off the tee, and you should have a good chance to reach this green in two. This one starting up that left side. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. What a good shot that is. Home and two on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. Now maybe a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
Oh yeah, second eagle of the day. This one coming here at 18. And this is going to be an opening round 64. Sensational. A final look at the leaderboard shows our featured golfer on top by a shot. So, some good playing here in round number 1, Frank.
It certainly is, Rich, but there's a long way to go. It's just a sliver of a lead.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Notable Gay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone.